In this video, I'll show you an easy way on how to make butter, plus producing milk in the process as well. So, we are actually making two products here, butter and milk. For the ingredient, we only need 1 liter of whipping cream. Heavy whipping cream with a fat content of at least 35% is preferable. For the process, we need an electric mixer in order to separate the butter from the milk. A stand electric mixer is preferable. 1. Place the whipping cream in the bowl. Start whipping the cream at medium speed and increase the speed once the cream starts to become thick and fluffy. Medium speed. It's getting thick and fluffy now. So we continue whipping the cream until we separate the butter, which is yellowish in color, from the milk. The butter is already separating from the milk, so I think we need to collect the milk right now. By the way, for the milk, you can put this milk in your coffee or in other drinks where you put milk. This milk is also good for those who prefer low-fat milk. Final whipping to extract more milk from our butter. We'll collect our butter, and then we'll place this butter in a cheesecloth. We will wash this in a basin of water with ice to remove the milk. So we have our milk, low-fat milk, and then we have our own butter. Let's make the chocolate ice cream first. Here are the ingredients: whipping cream, 350 grams, 1 can of condensed milk equivalent to 370 grams, full cream milk, 210 grams, 60 grams of cocoa powder, and a pinch of salt. For the procedure, prepare and weigh all the ingredients accurately. Then, whip the cream using an electric mixer until light and fluffy. So we'll stop mixing now. It's already thick and fluffy. Then we'll add the rest of the ingredients. For full cream milk, we just need 210 grams. We'll add the condensed milk. Then the cocoa powder. Lastly, the salt. We'll mix it first using this spatula. So especially our cocoa is already mixed. So we'll do the final mixing using the electric hand mixer. So we're ready to transfer it to a clean, airtight plastic container. We'll cover it and then we'll place it inside the freezer for at least 6 hours. So here's our chocolate ice cream. Next, let's make the lemon ice cream. For the ingredients, it's basically similar to that of the chocolate ice cream except for the flavor. For this ice cream, we're going to use lemon juice, 120 grams extracted from these 2 lemons. For the procedure, again, it's similar to that of chocolate ice cream. You prepare and weigh all the ingredients accurately, and then you whip the cream in a bowl using an electric mixer until light and fluffy. Then we'll add the rest of the ingredients. Then lastly, the lemon juice. Then we'll mix this first using the spatula. Transfer it to a clean, airtight container. We'll cover it and put it inside the freezer for at least 6 hours. So you have your lemon ice cream. In this video, I'll show a simple process on how to make your own powdered garlic and onion at home. No preservatives and no fancy equipment. This is advantageous when you're in a country like Cambodia where prices of garlic and onions are really cheap. So for the garlic, I'm using this variety which has a slightly red peel color. For the onions, I'm using the red ones. Both of these varieties have a strong, spicy flavor. First, preheat the oven. Set your oven to its lowest setting, ideally between 150 degrees Fahrenheit to 170. That's an equivalent to 65 degrees centigrade to 75. 2. Prepare the garlic and onions. We'll do the garlic first. Peel the garlic cloves. Slice them as thinly as possible. Uniform slicing is key so that all pieces dry out at the same time. 3. Arrange the garlic. Spread the garlic slices in a single, even layer, making sure that pieces do not overlap or clump together. For the onions, do the same with the garlic. 4. Dry and dehydrate. Place the baking pans in the oven. Bake for 1.5 to 2 hours, checking and stirring the slices every 30 to 60 minutes to promote even drying. The garlic and onions are ready when they're completely stiff, golden, and brittle. After drying, remove the pans from the oven and let them cool to room temperature. After cooling, grind them into powder. Let's grind first the garlic. I think we have already a fine powder. So here's our powdered garlic. We sift this powdered garlic in order to be sure we have. So here's our sifted powdered garlic. Do the same grinding and sifting process for our dried onions.